Hi little angels. Well, today it's Tuesday again and another beautiful sunny day, and so I've come out into my garden today to read to you. And as I'm out here, if I look up at the sky, I can see that it is beautiful and blue, and it's actually really clear today with not many clouds in it. But actually, if I look just over there where you can't see, there is a beautiful big fluffy cloud. And it's made me think of the story that I'm going to tell you today. And the reason it's good to come outside and look up is because the story is all about looking up and seeing a cloud. So I wonder, perhaps you would like to go and look out and look up at the clouds today. Maybe you could go out into your garden or when you're out on a walk. And if you look up at the sky and have a look and see what colour the sky is. And perhaps you could play cloud spotting and see if you can see any clouds in some funny shapes. But for now, I'm going to read you the story from our children's Bible. So here it is. Can you see the pictures? And you can see some clouds at the top here. And down the bottom here are all Jesus' friends. And then in the middle here, there are some angels, and they come into the story as well. And so this story takes place after Easter, after Jesus has come back from the dead on that first Easter morning. A few more weeks passed, and at last the time came for Jesus to leave, to go to heaven and be with God his Father. So he took one last walk with his friends, up a hill near Lake Galilee, where their adventures together had begun. "I've got to go now," Jesus said, "and there is something I want you to do. I will send you a special helper, God's own Holy Spirit, and with his help, I want you to tell my story to the world. Start in Jerusalem and don't stop until everybody has the chance to follow me. And if you ever feel scared or alone, don't worry. Just talk to me and I'll be with you. I promise." And then all of a sudden, a cloud wrapped itself around Jesus and carried him into the sky. His friends stood and stared, their mouths open, their eyes filled with tears, until two angels appeared and spoke to them. "Don't be sad," the angels said. "One day, Jesus will come back in the clouds, just as you've seen him go up." And so off the friends went down the hill and into the whole world to tell them the story of Jesus. Well, that's an interesting story, isn't it? All about clouds. And all about Jesus' promise, where he says, "I'll be with you always, even when you feel scared and alone." And so I think the cloud is a really good thing to think about today. So I don't know if any of you have ever been on an aeroplane going on holiday, but there's this minute as you're going up in the plane and it's going faster and faster and faster, and it's getting higher and higher and higher and further away from the ground. And then you suddenly come through the layer of clouds. And if you look out the window, all around you, you can see fluffy white clouds. And they look really solid. They look a little bit like balls of cotton wool have been glued everywhere. But if you could put your hand out the aeroplane window, which you're not allowed to because it's not safe, and you put your hand on it, you wouldn't be able to feel them because they are just water vapour. Because there's something that you can see, but they're also somehow not there at the same time. And that's why they're a really good picture in this story to remind us of how Jesus can promise to be with us always, even when we can't see him. Now, I don't know about you, but that's something that's really important to me, and I like to remember. Jesus says in our story today, "When you feel scared or alone, just talk to me and I will be with you." And that's something that helps me when I'm feeling scared or alone. But it's not just Jesus that we can remember about when we're not with people. because lots of our friends and families aren't with us at the moment either. But they don't disappear and they don't stop loving us. And so today I'd like you to think about the people that you're not seeing, but who you know are still there and loving you and caring about you very much every day. Perhaps if you'd like to sit where you are now and cover your eyes so you can't see anything. And maybe your mummy or your daddy or your grown-up is with you and you can't see them anymore, but they're still there. And when you open your eyes, you can see them again. And it's just like that with all our friends and family who we're not with. We can't see them, but we know they're there. And it's just like that with God and with Jesus. And so perhaps today you'd like to make something that helps you think about this. And so we're going to do some cloud pictures that you can then think about the people who you love very much but aren't with you. And perhaps you'd even like to make them into cards or postcards that you could post to people to help them think about you when they can't see you either. And so here are some clouds that I've drawn on a piece of paper. Lots of clouds for a really, really cloudy day. You might like to colour the background in the same colour as the sky that you can see outside. But the clouds are fluffy and white. And perhaps you'd like to put the names of some people in some clouds. I think I'm going to put some in now. I'm going to write Mum on this one because my mum is somewhere else and I can't see her very much at the moment. And I'm going to put Dad up here because I can't see him either. And over here I'm going to put the name Claire, and she's my best friend and I haven't been able to see her for quite a long time and I miss her. And up here I'm going to write somebody that you know. I'm going to put Rev Ruth, because although I talk to her on the phone and we have lots of meetings on the computer, I haven't seen her for as long as you. And I'm going to put down here the other Ruth from Little Angels. And if I kept going, I could fill all the clouds with all your names as well, couldn't I? Because even though I can't see you, I know you are still always there. And so perhaps you'd like to make one of these yourself. And then you can, like I'm about to, say a prayer with them. If you'd like to make the prayer yours, you can say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, I thank you for all the love that you share with me and with the rest of the world. I thank you for the love that you have given me for these people in my clouds. I pray that they will remember that I love them, even though they can't see me. Amen. And I think, to help someone remember, I'm going to turn this piece of card into a postcard. It's actually one I bought, so it actually is a blank postcard. And I am going to draw a fluffy cloud on it. Let's keep going. Look, lots of bumps, lots and lots of fluffy bumpy bits. And I think I'm going to write in it I miss you. And I think I'm going to put that into the post to my friend today.
so that when the postman arrives at her house tomorrow, she'll have a nice surprise and know that I'm thinking of her.
So thanks for watching, little angels. I hope you liked the story. Don't forget to look up and see how many clouds you can see today. And enjoy the sunshine. And take care wherever you are. See you soon. Bye.